Hi, my name is Hannah Brand, and I'm giving my presentation on Maria Montessori. Maria Montessori was born on August 31st, 1870 in Italy. Her father, Alessandro Montessori, was a retired accountant in the civil service, and her mother, Rinaldi Stepani Montessori, was an educated woman with a passion for reading, who really encouraged Maria to go to school and receive a higher education than elementary education. Although society didn't look upon higher education for women, her mother encouraged her to go, and so at the age of 14, Maria enrolled in classes at a technical institute after their move to Rome. She was interested in biology and later began to study medicine. She was the very first woman to pursue and receive a medical degree in Italy in 1894. After graduation, Maria started to work at a children's hospital where she worked with children called idiot children, or in other words, mentally handicapped children. But she believed that these children couldn't be treated in hospitals, but they needed to be trained and taught in schools. As she worked with these children, it helped her to understand and gain new insights so she could perfect her knowledge of education and help these children overcome their problems and meet their needs. After she had her first son, her only son, Mario Montessori, out of wedlock, she gave him to a wet nurse and sent him to boarding school. After she gave birth to him, she gave up all her previous positions and went back to school to study physical anthropology and philosophy. And this is when she truly wanted to reform educational practices in her day. She was criticized many times for her methods because people said they were too detached and rigorous and too harsh for the youth, but she felt that it made for a more genuine and normal experience. Maria Montessori often said, quote, "I studied my children and they taught me how to teach," end quote. She believed that learning was something that could not be forced or motivated. She believed that it was more of a natural occurrence, and that as a child grows from an early age, they absorb impressions of the world in which they live, and they don't do this with their mind only, but with their whole life and their experiences. Maria believed that there were two streams of energy, both physical energy of the body with movements and mental energy with their intellect. And she felt that if these two streams were not helped to be connected by a teacher in a child, then that child would wander aimlessly and struggle with unfocused thought patterns. And in order to help a child to unite these two energies together, a child needs to be guided towards being absorbed in work. And Maria called this kind of work normalization, which is concentrated work for the child which uses physical and emotional intellect. Maria believed that the environment in which a child learns is just as important as learning itself, so Montessori schoolrooms are always orderly, peaceful, and natural looking, with a lot of space for concentration in which students can learn. In Maria's day, viewing and treating children with such a high respect contradicted the traditional views of education, but Maria said, quote, "To deny them, the children, the right to learn because we, as adults, think that they shouldn't is illogical and typical of the way schools have been run," end quote. After all of Maria's work and traveling the world to give lectures and teaching other people about her methods, she received many honors and awards for her methods. She Marie died at age 81, and which was just an hour after discussing the planning of a trip to Africa to teach her methods there. And today, schools across the world are a legacy to her, as her teachers are trained with her methods and philosophies. I personally was influenced by Maria Montessori because my mom is a Montessori school teacher, and so I grew up learning those methods, and all of the methods are very hands-on, learning to trace letters, and learning to use your hands and focus on those sort of activities. Thank you for watching.